Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollock,
that's what it's all about right here. I was going to put that black on Bama ass.
Guys, as you know, Alabama coming off a terrific year last year, getting back into the college football playoff and getting to the second round. But this team has more to prove. They lost their quarterback, Ty Simpson, to the draft, but they still have one of the most dynamic wide receivers in the country. Ryan Coleman-Williams is looking for a little redemption after a low production year last year. The fans can't wait to see what this version of the Crimson Tide will look like this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds.
What made them niggas stop doing the phone call?
Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Say they ain't move us back too much in 8.
This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. To run inside, it's Jackson. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, did they want to run it up the middle? Did they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying it, because we haven't seen a lot of people week in and week out that has been able to block that big fella.
And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Sayin from the gun on third down. Works the middle. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play. So it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there. Because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Fires left side, it's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
They can't hit a play or something?
Timeout signal forward by the Buckeyes. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Now here's Sayin.
He almost caught people.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Here's the pressure. Punts it out of the air. He's got enough, and they roll the
That's a
dice
big
on
play.
4th down, and they keep the drive alive. You always hear run
Don't
the
be
route
running
deep
right
enough
there.
to get the 1st down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. And listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that 1st down.
Maybe some room here. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the single back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The screen, and watch out. Got it inside the 50. Got enough space. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and he did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on 4th down? They got it, kept the drive alive, they end up scoring a touchdown, so it paid off. You can't start a game better than that.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the 1st quarter with an onside kick.
Get the ball, nigga.
What
they talking about?
Onside kick, and they get the offense
You
right
ain't
back
coming to
out
play with
there.
these niggas, man.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pocket breaking down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for space. It's Jackson. Finding some room. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball no matter how many times they spend the magic beat. Say it. The throw to the outside is complete. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. To throw, it's Sayin. Bringing the heat. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And what a push up front by this offensive line.
Okay, he's
Everyone playing in
start like
unison,
this.
driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
They had 5 seconds of good time of possession.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Making side adjustments here. Throwing Russell. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to throw, it's Russell. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Across the 25, he's got room. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Keelan Russell. Oh, he wants it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Buckeyes. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick.
Just wanted
Time
to
will
waste
have
of
to call
time.
their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Number 96, set to advance on the football.
That's a bad kick.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense working from the pistol. Gonna run it. It's Hill. He's gonna lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
He might want another play. Russell. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires.
Come on,
Got his
dude.
man. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
And, you know, Alabama at the quarterback spot, obviously, you need that great player. When they've had the great player, these teams have been really, really great. The last couple years, man, you've kind of seen the inconsistencies come out at that spot. So finding that next guy, critically important.
It is critically important. I think what's interesting about Alabama at that quarterback spot, too, is a lot of other programs, they reload the position through the portal. But when you think about Alabama, they kind of grow it internally from guys they've recruited who have waited their turn and then finally show up. Ty Simpson was one of those guys. He waited his turn year after year to get his opportunity, and I think they feel like they've got the guys inside the building already that can take over the spot and lead this team to a national championship.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. Going deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at
Trust the
third down.
quarterback, man.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long.
Black 14, move. Come on, sawmill. Check them. Hey, drill.
Throwing Russell. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
Oh, good pass.
Upstairs he's got it. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
You got to give the
He
quarterback a
started
lot of
saying
credit on that
Ryan
one,
told
Dave.
me,
As soon as
really.
he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller. Quickly complete. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Fires to the tight end. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Zayn. A little screen to the running back. Turning it on. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball.
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's Zayn. Quickly to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive change.
But, and he's got room. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jenkins. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Might be changing the route. Keelan Russell. Quick completion on the out. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. Offense lining up quickly.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
The Crimson Tide with the aerial assault working back at it here.
That's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Russell, under fire.
Can't
Can't make the
off,
connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Trying to take it back.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Throwing Russell. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Stopped in the backfield as this defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Looking for space, it's Jackson. Nice pickup on that one. Makes up for some of the lost yardage, but they are still facing a third down here late in the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more snap coming before halftime. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 4 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's Georgia getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home sets the mark of a focused team. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
Here comes that Alabama offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take
keep
care of
that
the
off.
football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Quarterback may change this route. Keelan Russell. Oh, they're after him. He's got the back in the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Across the 45. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Running inside. It's Hill. Gain of 8. It's now 3rd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. To the ground to try to pick up the first. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Russell will throw for it on 4th. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
On the ground, it's Jackson. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. The run inside. It's Cross. And he'll be brought down.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
There's some room. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll try the left side. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Throwing, say it. Dangerous screen into traffic. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field?
It'll be 3rd and long. saying from the gun on third down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
There we go, defense. That's the play you needed to have. All night long, you've been giving up big ones to this offense. That's why you're in the position you're in right now, down by multiple possessions. But finally, they come away with their first sack.
And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. That thing goes straight up like a rocket. Tell the blimp guys to look out. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. First play of this drive comes from the 27. He wants to change this route. Russell. Quarterback extends the play. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Throwing Russell. Quickly complete. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Alabama pushing the tempo. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Gives it on the option. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. The give to the back. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's fourth down.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. And there's the sneak, and that is not sneaky enough. I don't think he got there.
Obviously, they fail on that fourth down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. Trainer's out having a look at this junior defensive back. Holly Rowe will update us on his condition. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Saying, trying to be heard above the noise. Got the quick pass. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Third and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He takes it in. Touchdown, Bama!
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. And after that stop by the defense, a productive drive here, a couple of first downs, maybe a score, and they could put this thing away. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made it tackle.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Running inside. It's Cross. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Got a little grass. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Here's Sayin to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. With 1:52 seconds left, the defense will use a timeout trying to get the football back.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Tight end now in motion. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Snagged out of the air. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. On target. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Now the Tide uses its 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together? Maybe go tie this game. Maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Quarterback making checks. Keelan Russell. He's taking a deep shot. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And this D's had some good moments today. And they've had a lead, and they've let that lead shrink a little bit now in a big-time moment. Can they step up? Can they make the plays to get the ball back to their offense? They've had a pretty good day, but now it's closing time.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To the air, it's Russell. Rushes on him. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the 1st down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Might be calling a hot route. From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's fourth down.
Man, you gotta love this defense. Being dialed in, being ready for the pass late in this football game when you needed a stop, playing tendencies, breaking on the football, 3 straight incompletions. Way to rise up by this defense.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Again, it's Russell. Now he's going to break the pocket. He wants a big play here late. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.